But
And that then it brings us to the other NBA series that's going on right now.
yeah, so the 76ers evened up the series last game. They actually defended or decided to defend Trey Young. And surprise, surprise, when you're able to defend Trey Young and you're the better team, you end up winning the game. That's how it goes. They are the better team. The 76ers are better than the Atlanta Hawks at this moment. The Atlanta Hawks, don't get me wrong, are a super talented, up and coming, very young team. So they're going to make a lot of noise in the future, but they're not a better team at this moment. So the better team should win out. And that's why I wasn't really surprised that the Hawks shocked them in the first game, because I've seen that plenty of times in the NBA. That's how it always goes. In the first game of the NBA, in a lot of series, teams will shock the other team. I've seen it as a Bulls fan with, the Miami Heat teams back in the day when the Bulls would take game one. Like I remember when Nate Robinson, the Chicago legend, season with us and was literally like a legend in the city because of how great he is. And I love Nate Robinson. He's one of my favorite players, but he won the first playoff game, I believe, if I remember correctly, against the Heat, and everybody was like, "Wow, the Bulls might actually be a thing." And then I think we lost that series 5-1, so or 4-1. So
Yeah.
it's one of those where I'm not surprised that Atlanta pulled the first game out. They're going to win a second game for sure. I think the 76ers are going to win the series 4-2 and 6. So I'm not surprised if, the Atlanta Hawks figure out to win one of the next couple games here. But I do think that the 76ers are going to win the series in 6. And because they're the better team. And I think that once they started caring about actually guarding Trey Young well, that's when the whole tide changed. And that's why they were able to perform last game. And yeah, Joel Embiid obviously scoring 40 points doesn't hurt you. So, but the 76ers, though, unfortunately, are a team, in my opinion, that they're good enough to make it to the Eastern Conference Finals. But the moment they go up against the Nets are going to run the floor with them, because at the end of the day, the 76ers don't have enough people to make shots consistently, from 3-point to keep up with James Harden, Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant, just relentlessly scoring, along with, all the complementary players on that team to go with them. So the Nets are going to make it out. I think if the 76ers win this series in 6, like I think they're going to, I would expect them to go against the Nets, and I'd expect that series to end 5 or 4-1. I would expect it to go 5 games. 76ers pull 1 game out, maybe at home, and then the Nets basically wipe the floor with them the rest of the 4. So that's what I would expect, and then I expect the Nets to be in the finals.